Welcome to How Average People Can Create Extraordinary Wealth, the path toward financial freedom. I have two questions for you. What are 5 things you would do, have, or become if money were no object? What if your yearly income became your monthly income? Would you pay off debt, purchase a new car or home, spend more time with your family, take more vacations, or give more to your favorite charity or church? My name is Randy Rogers, and I'm excited to share with you why you need to consider starting your own part-time business. I'll give you just a quick 2 minutes on my background. Both of my parents were teachers, so I was taught from an early age that education was the key to success. I went to college, got multiple degrees, and eventually found myself in the medical field. My wife also had a good job working in corporate America. The thing is, we still weren't making it. After years of working hard, we weren't any closer to our dreams. My $90,000 student loan still wasn't paid off, and like most Americans, we were living paycheck to paycheck. We weren't any closer to having the freedom to do what we wanted when we wanted. Something had to change. Fast forward to today, and my beautiful wife Christy and I have been blessed to have found a business model and an industry that has allowed us to create more time and financial freedom in our lives and help others do the same. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from Brian Carruthers, a multi-millionaire leader in our profession.
Let me grab just a couple minutes to share with you one of the biggest life lessons I learned from my favorite author and business coach, Mr. Jim Rohn. He always said you work hard all day at your job to earn a living, but you should be working spare time, nights or weekends building your fortune. I know you, like everybody else, you probably work very hard doing what you do at your job. You do it hard, you do it well, you put in the hours, and you bring home that paycheck. But at the end of the day, Jim Rohn says that that's not building your brand, it's not building your business, it's not building your fortune, your retirement. You're trading your time for money for your employer. But what his life lesson is you have that job that you're spending all your full-time hours on, but on the side, a few hours a week, you should be building your own part-time fortune. So if your full-time job has not made you financially free yet, will it ever? Now, how much money are you saving and investing every month right now? Do you even have an actual plan to build your wealth, or do you not? So most people spend more time planning a 1-week vacation than they do planning their life. So let's talk about creating your plan. What's required? I believe it's a moment of disgust. One day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want more from my life. I'm tired of not having time with my family. I'm tired of not being able to take the vacations I want to take. I'm tired of giving all of my most valuable hours to a job that doesn't really care about me. So that moment of disgust, when it hits you, you know it hits you. And you realize, you know what? When there's a will, there's a way. And when the why for starting your own part-time business appears, you'll figure out the how. So let's not talk pie in the sky. Let's talk real and let's talk conservative. Let me show you some numbers that I think is going to blow your mind how little you need to do to have a massive impact on your life. Check this out. So look at this chart. If you can start a side part-time business that generated only an extra $600 a month, and then you decide that you're not going to spend that money, but you're going to make that money and you're going to invest that money. Put the money to work for you. At just a 10% annual return, compounded over time, what will that mean to you? Well, $600 a month compounded over the next 10 years will generate $124,000 in your bank account. In 20 years, $459,000. In 30 years, $1.3 million, and in 40 years, $3.8 million. So as you look at your life and you're trying to decide what you want it to look like 10, 20, 30 years from now, maybe you want to retire. How much money are you going to need to retire? Do you need to have $500,000, $1 million, $2 million? Well, look, if you had $600 a month from a side business, you can see a plan right in front of you now. But what if you actually created a business that generated just an extra $1,500 a month? And again, these are realistic numbers. I'm not talking about pie in the sky, getting rich overnight. if you made an extra $1,500 a month, compounded at 10% each year, that's $309,000. In 20 years, it's 1.1 million. In 30 years, it's 3.4 million. And in 40 years, it's over $9 million. Now, again, the S&P stock index over the last 30 years has averaged over a 10% annual return. So when you think about that, I can predict that I can start a business part-time, a few hours a week. We call it slivers of time. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, an hour here. But a part-time business generating an extra $600 a month, look what it means to you. An extra $1,500 a month, look what it means to you. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that the chart I just showed you got your wheels turning. I bet you're probably pretty excited about this. So I think there's 4 steps here. Step 1, start a part-time business. Step 2, invest the earnings. Step 3, retire from your job and ramp up your efforts on your business. And step 4, you're wealthy and free. I've got to say that one of the most fulfilling things in my life was not me deciding to start a part-time business and developing it into a multi-million-dollar empire. It's the chance that I've had to work with countless other people who needed a way to change their lives. They saw an opportunity to start their own part-time businesses, and to watch them flourish and become successful and see their lives change, that has meant everything to me. So now let me share with you some of the reasons why, if you have not already decided to become an entrepreneur and start a part-time business, here are some reasons that you absolutely need to consider and act on right away. Never let your reasons to start a part-time business for yourself ever become your excuse not to. Because you might be thinking, you know what, I've been thinking over the years about starting a business, but I just don't have time to add something else into my life. That was my story. I almost completely missed it. My life almost didn't change. I was working in my real estate career 50 to 60 hours a week. I had no time for family. I had no time for friends. I was always grinding and always working. And when I was introduced to a business project that was incredible, I said, I don't have time for it. And thankfully, that gentleman did not just say, okay, and move on. He said, Brian, you seem like you're incredibly busy. I said, you have no idea. He said, do you like living like that? I said, well, not really. He said, what makes you think if you keep on doing what you're doing, that 5 years from now, you'll be any less busy than you are today? I said, well, I don't know, I never thought about it. He said, you've got to find a way to get a passive residual cash flow coming in from a side business so that you can cut back on your real estate hours and start enjoying your life. I said, but here's the dilemma. Even if I would love to do that, I don't have time to add a side business into my agenda. And he said, Brian, it's just a split second. You can find little slivers of time and let it compound over the next couple of years and build yourself a great business income. And that's exactly what happened for me. I've been a stay-at-home dad my 2 kids' entire lives. I've traveled to 14 different countries. I work from home. And I've got the best lifestyle I've ever dreamed of. But that almost didn't happen because I almost let my reason to start a part-time business be my excuse not to. So that no time thing, don't let that be yours. Now you might say, well, I got plenty of time. I just don't have the money. Well, that's probably not a good feeling, right? If you don't have it, how many years have you been working at your job, right? Several years, right? And you have not saved up a lot of money yet. Of course, that's not a good feeling, but if you keep on working several more years, is that going to get any better? So what I would submit to you is if money is an issue, don't let that be your excuse not to start a business. That's got to be your reason why you've got to start a business. And look, you might even be in a camp of, hey, look, you know what? I personally just don't think I would be cut out for a business. I've never been an entrepreneur. I've always had a job. I've always had a boss telling me what to do and what not to do and so forth. I'm not sure if I would be good at it. I have heard that from countless people who had never been entrepreneurs. They've always been W-2 employees. But when we show them word for word, step by step, how to start a part-time business with little slivers of time, a few hours a week, and they can plug into a proven system and just follow the playbook, countless times, people have reported back to me. I've watched them blossom and develop into an incredible part-time business owner where their incomes are taken off, they're getting time freedom with their families. That would never have happened if they said, you know what, I just want to play it safe, I want to stick to my job, and never even try to put themselves on a better path. So I just want to encourage you, no time, you got to do this. No money, you got to do this. You don't think you can do this, you've got to make the decision that if you don't want to stay on the path that's never going to get you where you want to go in life, you're never going to have that dream lifestyle, but the part-time business can. You've got to make that decision right now. So what's the key to succeeding in the age we're living in? I believe it's finding a hot trend or a company that's disrupting an entire market and then build a business within that trend. At the end of the day, it all starts with a small first step. Decide on a business and start part-time. You'll be surprised how quick it can grow. You can either sell yourself on why you can't, or you'll sell yourself on why you must. I hope that you make the decision today to go find the right business for you and get it rolling. Change your life starting right now.
All right, I'm going to introduce you to a business model and a company that is disrupting the market. First, let's talk about the business model and what makes it unique in the marketplace. This is the most proven business model for solid residual income. There's only one profession that can give you the opportunity to be your own boss and give you leverage with little or no risk. That's the network marketing business model. Some of the advantages of this business model are low startup costs, low overhead, tax advantages, training, extraordinary income potential. And if you're going to be in the right model, you need to find an industry with a proven track record for creating passive residual income. There are a very few different industries to choose from. The beauty industry does $260 billion a year. The weight loss industry, $60 billion. The wellness industry, $3.72 trillion. Essential oils, $6 billion and growing. Green cleaning, $147 billion. Skincare, $11 billion. Organic food, $550 billion. Animal health, $24 billion. What I'm talking about is multiple industries, multiple products inside one solid company. You literally get to profit from each industry mentioned. What if you just earned a sliver from $1 trillion a year industry? How amazing would that be? So what company are we talking about? Young Living. Why Young Living and why now? I'm going to show you why you're going to want to partner with the most proven track record of any company. Young Living has been privately owned since 1994, has over 600 wellness products divided into 3 categories: essential oils, nutritional supplements, and personal home care. The company concept is to provide the tools necessary to live a lifetime of wellness, purpose, and abundance. D. Gary Young, founder and former CEO, dedicated the past 30 years of his life to mastering essential techniques of farming, distillation, and testing to eventually create the world leader in essential oils. Young Living is a $1 billion a year company. The company has a proven track record. Young Living is the only company with their own farms all around the globe. The Seed to Seal promise of quality and integrity is the foundation of the company. You can learn more at www.seedtoseal.com. Young Living has reliable customer service and support. Young Living has the purest researched essential oils and products on the planet. People want, need, and are spending their money on effective and non-toxic wellness alternatives. Gary has always said, "I have never created a product for profit, but for a purpose." The heart of Young Living is to make a difference in people's lives. Who's Young Living for? Young Living is for families in their 20s, 30s, and 40s who are looking for a lifetime of wellness and abundance. People who need extra income in their retirement. People who want to leave a legacy for their kids. Parents who would like to empower their children in their wellness and financial health. People looking for wellness and vitality. People looking for a community of like-minded individuals. Those who have lost their jobs and do not want to be dependent on other people, including a new boss, for their financial health. People who are looking to replace their income or increase their wealth. So here's what Young Living does, and here's what we do to help people. We help people transfer money they are already spending to premium quality products. Young Living has over 600 products in multiple industries, as we mentioned earlier. The demand for clean, toxic-free products is at an all-time high. Young Living's products have become so popular, the company has done over $1 billion in annual sales for the last 2 years. The cool thing, though, is Young Living is still not a household name. There are multiple ways to earn with Young Living. Basically, you get paid to refer to the company. You get paid for everyone you refer to the company every time they make an order through 5 levels deep. In addition, there are bonuses you're eligible for starting on day 1, like the starter kit bonuses. Now, you must be an active ordering member for that calendar month and or at least 100 PV in products to be eligible for compensation. This is your overhead. Cheaper overhead, right? Plus, that's 100 PV in products that will bless you and your family. You don't have to buy a huge inventory of products and sell to your friends out of your garage. By leveraging the power of a network, you benefit from everyone's efforts, not just your own. Let's talk about what's possible. The information is from the latest Young Living income disclosure statement. You can see the average of what people are making at the different ranks with Young Living. What is your goal? What monthly income would make a difference in your life? The full income disclosure statement can be found at www.youngliving.com/IDS. Why are you here now? Maybe you've had a business and it didn't work out. Maybe you have a job or career that you find unfulfilling, or you're a stay-at-home mom and want to provide extra income for your family and still raise your kids, or a teacher and are looking for a business that really works and has potential to provide the freedom you are looking for. You're not just partnering with the person who referred you to this presentation, but a whole community that is committed to help you be successful. Now, you may be thinking, I don't have time to start a business part-time. You are the perfect person for this business. You may be saying, I'm not good at sales. We have training and a support system that you can plug into to learn the skills necessary to be successful. If you are ready for a change, we have made it very simple to get started. Step 1, enroll as a wholesale member by purchasing a premium starter kit and sign up for Essential Rewards. Your monthly 100 PV Essential Rewards order is your only overhead, and it's product for you. You also get points toward free product, reduced shipping, and are eligible for commission and bonuses. Step 2, get trained. Step-by-step business training is available. Attend events. Immerse yourself in industry training. Step 3, start working your 2 to 4 year plan. What you do today will positively and drastically change your financial health in 2 to 4 years from now. You start getting paid from day 1. Invest 2 to 4 focused years to create wealth. My purpose is not just to show you how to make money, not to just show you how to free up time, but to help you get into alignment on whatever your goals are, your dreams are, and your passion is. If all this did was help you earn an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, would it be worth it? Again, there are no guarantees, but if it helped you make your life a little easier financially, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to create that ongoing stream of residual income? For me, the freedom this has provided my wife and I has been life-changing. The people that we have met along this journey has been amazing. If you have a goal or a dream, don't just think about it, analyze it, wait on it. This is your time to lock arms with us. Now is the time to get started. Get back with the person who shared this with you and tell them you are ready to get started. Prosperity and freedom are on the other side of the premium starter kit. Welcome to the Young Living family.